Hello folks, welcome to Freedom Alcohol. My name is Sam French. You join me here, freedomalcohol.wordpress.com. I joined me on my day off. I thought I'd do a check-in video and say hi to see how you're all doing. Just been reflecting on, and a couple of things I want to talk about today around the importance of positivity when you quit. And I've also been thinking about my holidays which are coming up, which I'm very much looking forward to. I think when you decide to quit alcohol, it is really, really important to be in a place where you are positive. And that might sound like a strange thing to do. Indeed, I wrote on my blog, which you'll see previously on the website, about why having that mindset can really, really help you through those first hours and days. I suppose it's quite simple, really. If you're in a place where you're happy and you're celebrating being free from alcohol, and you are will have lots of energy and enthusiasm and determination to start with, that is going to help you and springboard you towards going free from alcohol. If you're in a place where you're thinking of it as a great loss, as something which is going to cause you a lot of fear and a lot of harm and a lot of difficulty, it's really not going to help. And some people would say to me that that is quite a amateur way of thinking about it. But I try to practice this in my daily life in terms of work, for example. I choose my attitude and my approach to my days because I know that if I'm happy and positive, it has an impact on those around me, a positive one generally, and also it creates a good vibe and makes me feel happier and happier in my day, even when there are challenges coming up that I know about. So I would encourage you to work on that mindset. You can go onto Google and put in happiness and positivity. There'll be lots of stuff that comes up that can help you. There's lots of YouTube videos and lots of books out there. So just really a really basic thing. If you can, and I'm sure most people can, just think about how you can get yourself into a positive place, a positive mindset about actually celebrating what you're going to do and not seeing it as a great loss. The other thing I would say, coupled with that and thinking about positivity, is try not to focus on the future or the past when you're doing it. Try and focus on the present moment. That might seem like a really easy thing to say. It's not necessarily an easy thing to do. But when you get thoughts that are to do with the future, so for example, oh, I don't know how I'm going to give up forever. Well, that's not what you're aiming to do at the present, is it? Your present aim when you set a quit date is just to quit. Get yourself through those first hours and days, quit, and then look at the next steps. Small steps will have an impact and build up to the longer steps. It's quite basic, really. If you're even not talking about alcohol, if I talk to you about, as an example, and if I said to you, you are going to work in the same job, in the same position, in the same place forever, how would that make you feel? Now, unless you are in the most amazing, brilliant, fun, dabby-dozy, super mega dope job in the whole wide world, and that's all you ever want to do forever and ever and ever and ever and ever in the same place, in the same location, doing the same thing, then, well, that's amazing. So if I said that to you, you probably wouldn't be that motivated. The same goes for alcohol. It's really unhelpful, I think, to throw around thoughts around quitting forever. If I say to you, you're going to quit forever, that I'm being free from alcohol forever, and I try and think about that with too much detail, it puts the fear into me. And we run away from fear. That's what humans do. They run away from fear, and that's what you will do. You'll think, oh my goodness, I can't achieve it. So just try and be in the present moment. And just become aware of your thoughts around that and what thoughts that you might have that are to do with the future. So an example I can think of is wishing your day away. So I don't know, perhaps you've got a shift coming up which you're not looking forward to, and your mind goes all the way through and thinks, actually, gosh, I wish this shift was finished so I could go home and I could be with my family. You get thoughts like that, the chances are, and if you have a problem with alcohol, that you'll also be thinking, oh, I can't wait till I get home so I can have that drink. Try and pause that thought, recognize it in your conscious, and recognize it and say, oh, that's okay, and push it away. And then just bring yourself back to the present, back to that present time and moment. And the other thing which helps me, again, just sharing that, is just thinking about when you're pulling yourself back into the present moment to help you get through those first hours and days. Think about the things that you are grateful for immediately around you. So today, as an example, I have a day off, and it is going to be a more positive time because that's how I associate it. It's my time to do things that I want to do. So hence I'm doing this video. But also I'm grateful that I've been for a run. I'm grateful and thankful that I have my family, and so I've been able to drop my daughter off at school today, and that I have my health now. And I've been reflecting also on the last 3 weeks. So I had my little blip in June, and we're through that now, but thinking on how much healthier and how much more vibrant I feel. I look at my face and my eyes, and we are a bit red because I went for a bit of a run and I need some water now, but I'm just clearer in my head and clearer in my eyes, and I feel stronger, and my runs that I'm doing are easier. So be grateful for those things, and I'm trying to be grateful for those things. So to summarise that waffle, be positive when you start, try and have a positive mindset, look up what you can around positive mindsets, and really be thankful for every moment, and thankful and grateful for what you've got, and try and keep yourself in the present in those first hours and days. Don't rush ahead, don't think to the past, just try and stay in the moment and take each moment as it comes. The second thing, and the thing that I'm really looking forward to, is we've got our holidays coming up. So I've just given a bit of advice on staying in the present, and yes, I'm breaking that advice because I am very excited about my holiday which is coming up, and trying to think of it in a way that it's going to be a different experience, because this will be the first holiday which I have had since I can remember where I will be free from alcohol. I'm going to share some thoughts and feelings on that. To be very honest, I have had pictures in my head of association with drink and alcohol at holidays. And what I'm trying to do, and what I'm working through at the moment, is just thinking about that differently. Because I've read and seen a lot of blogs where people talk about actually what a positive thing that first holiday is. So taking a bit of my own advice, again, I'm going to apply some positivity and look forward to the things that I'm going to be able to do on this holiday, which are very different to my previous holidays. So some of those being, I'm going to be able to wake up beautifully and fresh in the mornings. I'm going to be able to plan my day with a clear head and a positive mind. I'm going to have more time with my family and my children, being present with them and actually being there, and not having that mugginess of mind and head. So that would be better as well. I'm planning on, look, just to show you, I won't be looking like him, that's for sure. Won't be looking like him, but enjoying having a look through my magazine and seeing what I can do to do some exercise whilst I'm on holiday as well, because that's really helped me in terms of well-being and happiness. And so I'll be planning on getting up early and enjoying the beautiful sunshine which there will be, and the end of days as well, and enjoying the good food that there is out there, and the beautiful sights that we can go and see as a family. And I'm going to be doing that, and actually for the first time, I hope, and I've had, as I've mentioned in previous blogs, I had quite a busy June, which caused me some problems. But for the first time in a very long time, I'm actually going to have a holiday which is going to allow me to rest up and actually rejuvenate. And that's another thing which is going to be really good about this. And I've just had another thought which I'm going to write down, which is I want to work on my mindfulness, and I also want to work on some meditation, and some hypnosis tracks around alcohol because I think it's going to be important to continue my routine whilst I'm away. And the other thing, of course, is the work on the website, which I haven't had a lot of time to do at home, but I'm going to be working on getting my 5-step planner online and publishing in that and having a look at what I can do to move forward with that. So really looking forward to holidays. Fingers crossed today. I'm sure you'd like to know this. Really interesting. My car's in for a service, so I hope that that's going to be okay and not cost us too much money for going on holiday. I hope that you are all really good, and you can get me obviously alcoholfreedom@gmail.com, also on Twitter @freedomalcohol, and that's it for now. I will check back in no doubt in a week or so, or not before, and speak to you all soon.